Hello students, today we will learn about slide organization in PowerPoint. Although PowerPoint templates provide impressive pre-designed slides, yet you may need to make changes in your presentation. Editing a slide involves adding, deleting and rearranging slides, changing backgrounds and layouts, inserting text box, etc. Contents of the existing slides can also be changed. Students, now can you tell me the difference between normal view and slide sorter view? Now let's first talk about changing the slide layout. Slide layout refers to the way things are arranged on a slide. A layout contains placeholders which hold text, styles, bulleted list and slide content such as tables, charts, pictures, shapes and clip art. Each time when you insert a new slide, you can choose a layout that matches your requirement. The layout can be modified either in normal view or slide sorter view. Students note that you can insert a new slide by pressing Ctrl+M key. Click on the View tab and select the Slide Sorter View button. Choose the slide whose layout you want to change. Click on the Layout button in the Slides group on the Home tab. The Layout drop-down list will open with various layouts. Select the layout according to your need. The text on the slide will be rearranged automatically according to the chosen layout. Now let us understand rearranging slides in the Outline tab. To change the order of the slide from one position to another in Outline tab, follow these steps. Click on the Normal button on the View tab. If needed, choose the Outline tab to display the text outline in slides. Select the slide icon of the slide you want to move. Drag the slide to a new location. A horizontal line appears as you drag the slide. When the horizontal line reaches to the desired location, release the mouse. The slide moves to the new location. Students know that in normal view you can rearrange the slides in the Slides tab also. Know the fact that we can select more than one slide consecutively by holding down the Shift key while you click on each slide. Now let us understand rearranging slide in Slide Sorter view. Click on the Slide Sorter View button on the View tab. Select the slide that you want to move. Drag the selected slide to a new location. A vertical bar appears next to the slide where the slide is moved. Students, know the fact that if you want to minimize the ribbon from the window, double-click on any tab. The ribbon will disappear. Double-click on any tab again to make the ribbon reappear. Now let us talk about editing text object. It is important to know how to perform basic tasks with text while working in PowerPoint. The text you type in placeholders such as title, subtitle, etc. can be modified only in the normal view. Open the slide in which you want to edit the text. Click on the text. A placeholder will appear. Place the cursor at that point where you want to edit the text. Now make the required changes in the text. After editing the text, click on the Save button on the Quick Access toolbar to save the changes. Students, always remember that while working with objects, we should be in the normal view. Students, note that to add any tool or menu on the ribbon, right-click on the tool or command you intend to add on the Quick Access toolbar. Select the Add to Quick Access toolbar option. The tool will be added on the Quick Access toolbar. Okay, now let us talk about moving objects. In a presentation, you can move the objects from one place to another either on the same slide or between the different slides. Follow these steps to move an object. Select the object. Click on the Cut button on the Home tab or use Ctrl plus X option. The object disappears from the slide and is placed on the clipboard. Place the cursor after the last point on the same side. Click on the Paste button on the Home tab or use Ctrl plus V option. The selected object will appear at the cursor position. Students, can you tell me the difference between moving objects and moving slides? Now let me share some tips with you. To move the text object to another position, click anywhere inside the placeholder that contains text. Place the pointer on the border. When the pointer changes to double-headed arrow, click on the border and drag the mouse in the direction where you want to place the text. Now let us talk about copying objects. You can copy the objects anywhere on a slide, between the slides, or from one presentation file to another. This feature helps in reducing time and efforts of a user. Copy and paste command duplicate the selected objects. The copy feature is similar to cut feature except that it copies the object and does not remove the object from its original location. Select the object. Click on the Copy button on the Home tab or use Ctrl plus C key combination. A copy of selected object is placed on the clipboard. Place the cursor after the last point. Click on the Paste button on the Home tab or press Ctrl plus V. The duplicate copy of an object will appear in its new location. Students know that we can create a duplicate copy of the slide by selecting that slide and pressing Ctrl plus D. Alright students, let us talk about deleting text objects. To delete a text object from a slide without deleting the slide, follow these steps. Click on the text object that you want to delete. The selected object will have a dash border around it. Click on the border of the placeholder. The border will change from dash border to line. Press the Delete key. The existing text will be deleted. Now let us talk about working with WordArt. The WordArt feature helps you to create special text effects. It gives a unique look to the text. Using the WordArt, you can make the text curved, wavy, shadowed, or apply 3D effects, etc. On the Insert tab, click on the WordArt button in the text group. The drop-down menu of WordArt Gallery opens up on the screen as shown in the figure. Select any WordArt style. Type Kip's presentation in placeholder and select this text. Click on the text fill drop-down arrow in the WordArt Styles group on the Format tab. Select the desired color and observe the change. Click on the Text Outline drop-down arrow. Choose the desired outline color from the displayed list. Now click on the Text Effects drop-down arrow. Point to the glow option and select the desired effect from the glow variations section. You will find a beautiful change in the text. Students, now let us talk about inserting text box. Sometimes you may want to add more text than the area provided for entering text. The text box tool present on the Insert tab gives facility to add more text to your slide. Text box is a placeholder where you can enter and manipulate text. You can move the text box along with its contents anywhere on the slide. Click on the New Slide button in the Slides group on the Home tab. Enter the title, Activities of the Month. Click on the Click to Add Subtitle placeholder in slide. Type Judo Championship, Cricket Match, Volleyball, Chess as shown in the figure. Select the Text Box tool in the Text group on the Insert tab. Hold down the left mouse button while dragging the mouse diagonally towards the right and release the mouse button. You will get a rectangular box with the cursor inside it. Enter the text January. Students, note that if the text is long, it automatically adjusts and shifts the text to the next line, keeping the box area in view. Now let me share a tip with you. Text box appears in the Slides pane of Normal View or on the Slides tab, but not in the Outline tab. Now let us talk about inserting clip art. The clip art feature is used to add pictures in the slides. You can add clip art images to the existing slides to enhance their appearance. Place the cursor where you want to insert the picture. Select the Insert tab. Click on the Clip Art button in the Images group. The Clip Art task pane is displayed on the right side of the window. Type the search keyword in the Search for text box. For example, type computer in the Search for text box and click on the Go button. It will display the list of clip art images related to computer. Click the down arrow next to the picture to be added and click on the Insert button. The selected clip art is inserted in the center of the slide. You can resize or change the location of clip art according to the requirement. Students, now let us talk about inserting shapes. Shapes is a drawing feature that helps in inserting different shapes into a slide. Shapes can be resized, rotated, flipped and colored too. Click on the Shapes button in the Illustrations group on the Insert tab. A pop-up menu will display options like lines, rectangles, flowchart, etc. Point to the basic shapes and move the pointer to select smiley face and click on it. The pointer changes to sign. Place the pointer on the slide and drag it to adjust the size of the selected object or shape. Now let me share a tip with you that to insert text in a shape, select a shape, right-click on it and select the Edit Text option. The insertion point appears inside the shape and you can type text. To remove any shape, select it and press the Delete key. Students know the fact that to fill color in a shape object, select any shape object. Click on the Shape Fill button in the Drawing group on the Home tab. Click any color of your choice and see the change. Students, can you tell me that what is the function of text box tool? Now let us talk about rotating a picture, shape, text or object. Click on the picture, shape, word art or text box that you want to rotate. Bring the pointer over the rotation handle. The pointer will change to rotation handle. Drag the mouse in the direction you want to rotate the shape. Let me share some tips with you. To rotate a picture using the predefined options. Select the shape. Click on the Format tab. In the Arrange group, select the Rotate button. Choose the desired rotation option from the drop-down menu. Students note that predefined rotation options are also available on the Home tab. Select the Home tab, then go to Drawing group, then go to Arrange button, then go to Rotate option. Students note the fact that you can select more than one shape objects by holding the Shift key and clicking on the required object. Now let us understand how to resize a picture, shape, text or object. Resizing stretches or shrinks the dimension of an object. To increase or decrease the size of an object, select the object. Bring the pointer to any of the 8 resizing handles on the selected object. When the pointer changes to a double-headed arrow, drag the handle inward to decrease and outward to increase the size of a shape. If you want to resize the object by keeping the center of an object in the same place, then hold down the Control key as you drag. Now let me tell you how to use shadow effects. In addition to adding textures and colors, you can apply shadow effects to any shape. It will make the shape impressive in appearance. Select any shape object. Click on the Shape Effects button in the Drawing group on the Home tab. Select the Shadow option from the drop-down menu. Click on the Offset Center in Outer sub-option. The object will appear with a shadow. Alright, students, know that using Format tab you can also apply shadow effects. Click on the Format tab, then go to Shape Styles group, then go to Shape Effects button, then go to Shadow option. It's time to note some important tips. To have different shadow colors, select the Shadow option from the Shape Effects drop-down menu. Select the Shadow option from the Cascading menu. The Format Shape dialog box appears. Now define the desired color and click on Close. Similarly, you can work with 3D rotation option present on the Shape Effects drop-down menu. Students, know that by pressing Ctrl+P key combination to print the slides of a presentation. Let us quickly glance through the key points discussed in this chapter. A slide layout can be modified either in normal view or slide sorter view. Text box is a placeholder where text can be inserted and manipulated. The clip art feature is used to add pictures in slides. Word art feature helps to create special text effects. Shapes is a drawing feature that helps to insert different shapes like stars, banners, flowcharts, callouts, etc. To insert text in a shape, right-click on it and select the Edit Text option from the Shortcut menu.